What's up, W.T.F family? So today, Jamie Lynn and I are participating in the One Big Happy Family FUBU collaboration. And we all know FUBU stands for us, by us, okay? And our instructions were to just highlight some small Black-owned businesses, okay? So I have a few Black-owned businesses that I do want to share with you all, but I have two that I'm going to call honorable mentions because they aren't Black-owned per se, but they do cater to African Americans, okay? For instance, the African Pride. We've all heard of the African Pride. It's not Black-owned, but the power positions and the key people who make the final decisions are mainly African Americans and Indians, people of color. So these three products, they have more product lines for kids, but the Dream Kids are the ones, you know, that I use. And I mainly use the edge control, the Detangler, and this is the leave-in conditioner. And I use these on Jamie Lynn's hair because her hair is so thick and like woolly. Like the Detangler works miracles for us because she is not the type of kid that'll sit there and let you comb her hair. So I use this to detangle her curls. The conditioner allows me to pull the curls all the way through, and the edge control okay, Jamie Lynn, thank you. And the edge control gets those edges together, okay? Or you want to show them? Okay, all right. Okay, so the next honorable mention goes to Carol's daughters. Now, I was in a convention in St. Louis back in 2019, and I went with my friend who was one of the keynote speakers, and I was her +1. And at this convention, it was called Saving Our Sisters, Wake Up Your Dreams. And the convention was full of people that looked like me, who were there to get inspired, there to get business tips, to make connections, to grow their business off the ground. And at the table that I was sitting at, it was my friend here, I was here, and I was surrounded by people. We just introduced ourselves, but the lady here to my right, Lisa Price, we just had a good old conversation, just general conversation. She introduced herself to me as Lisa. I introduced myself to her as Tangie. And so we just talked and laughed. And when they called for the next speaker to come up, Lisa Price, the owner of Carol's daughter, and she got up, I was like, oh my God, I've been sitting here talking to a billionaire. So God just let me know right there that I was at the place that I was supposed to be. I was among the people or at the table where he wanted me to be. And keep in mind, I had no intentions on going to this convention. My friend wanted me to go, and I had been feeling sickly. I had to muscle up the strength to go. And so I went. I'm so glad I did. I made so many connections, met so many like-minded women. And I'm so glad that I went because I did, you know, gain a lot of resources. Okay, so as she was talking, I found a connection between us because she said she started her business from her kitchen. A family member had lesions in her hair, and the products that they were buying in the store didn't cater to her sensitive skin. And so she started mixing berries and stuff in the kitchen, and what she was mixing started to work. So the family, she bottled, somebody told her, stick it in a bottle. She bottled it up. The family bought it. The neighborhood heard about it. The neighborhood started to buy it. So I felt that connection because I was diagnosed with hypertension years ago. And so everybody told me, oh, get some Mrs. Dash or use light salt. And sometimes what works for other people just will not cut it. It will not work for you. So I had to find what worked for me because number one, I like to eat, gotta eat to live. Number two, I like to cook. So I had to find out what works for me. So my dad has always had a garden growing up. So I would go and get different blends and different things for him to grow. And I would, you know, grind them and dehydrate them and try to find a way to blend the spices together. So I lost my co-host, okay? Brandon came in from school and she was done with me. So anyway, I had to find a way to make my food taste good to me, and I want to be able to taste my food, okay? So after blending all of, different spices and stuff together, I found some that will work. Started giving samples to my family. They in turn gave it to their friends. The community started asking about it, just from word of mouth. Word of mouth alone will grow your business. I'm not telling you not to use other avenues, but that's a starting place. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and that'll blow your business up. So that's what worked for me. So I would use my family as a guinea pig. I would tell them, taste this. How does that taste? Taste that. And they was like, this is good. And why don't you try to sell it? Because keep in mind, I've always been had the entrepreneurship type of spirit. I would sell anything. Clothes. We already had the personalized item business going on. So I was like, I sold cakes. We cater everything. Decorate everything. So I bottled some things up and sold them, to different people, and then it just took off. I would wake up, my inbox would be full. People would start asking me, do you have ranch? Do you have this blend? Do you have that blend? I said, well, nope, but I can get it for you. Okay, we have a plan for our life, but our plans don't necessarily line up with what God's plans are for us. We may have an idea to go this way, but if God does not want you to go that way, He wants you to have that dream, but He's going to take you the way that He wants to take you. And you have to remain humble and listen and hear God's voice. Now, I'm not trying to do a Sunday school lesson, but I'm just trying to introduce you all to my business, okay? So these are the businesses that were honorable mention, okay? So even before we decided to do the collaboration, I had ordered these products right here to do a review or opening. So the first one, you all may know these young ladies. They're Instagram sensations. The first one is Super Sense, and she's from the Crayon Case. She's the owner. She's a boss, self-made. And I ordered some makeup and some wipes. So this one is called Watch Me Blush. And I was going to do a review on it, but I saved it for now because I thought it was appropriate, okay? See, I hadn't even opened it. Okay. So this is the Watch Me Blush. Do y'all see that? Okay. And I also ordered the loose leaf makeup wipes, and God knows I need these. Okay, so this was my first time ordering from her, and like I said, I was going to do a review, and I ordered this back January the 10th. Ordered this January 10th. Can y'all see that? January 10th. But anyway, I ordered this back January 10th. Okay, the second item is from her sister, Pretty Dimples, and I just ordered some bonnets for Jamie Lynn and I, because Jamie Lynn and I have so many different matching pajama sets and stuff. So I just ordered the bonnets, because Jamie Lynn, I wear a bonnet to bed. And Jamie Lynn is always trying to get my bonnets. So I just ordered her one. Ain't that cute? They have one for babies, toddlers. So I just decided to get one for us. I ordered this back when? January 7th. That's a ship date, January 7th. I ordered January 6th. They shipped it January 7th. So I only have 15 minutes, y'all. Let me move ahead to the real T. Okay, so since we are highlighting small black businesses, and you all know I like to say a growing business, let me introduce you all to our products. Okay, first, for our personalized item business, we do t-shirts, personalized t-shirts for birthdays, wedding parties, retreats, anniversaries, just because hubby, wife, couple shirts, kids' birthdays, class reunions, family reunions for bands, you name it, we do it. We do car decals, window decals, car tags, t-shirts for businesses, we glassware for wedding parties, anniversary, you name it. And we do embroidery, anything that you want personalized, we can do it. I've personalized boots with initials, like baby cups. Oh, if I had time, I would have been put Jamie Lynn's initials or something on there. anything you can think of to personalize, I am the go-to person. Everybody know I'm the go-to person here, okay? And I ship everywhere. I have shipped everywhere. That business alone keeps me so busy. All of the t-shirts that you all see us wearing here on W.T.F with the family tapers, we do them ourselves, okay? And how I got into that personalizing business, you know, I told you I had a civic organization. And we will, every time we get together, we will always have to order more shirts, or somebody lost their shirt and we always had to order more shirts. And so the prices just kept going up and up and up. And I said, it's got to be a better way. So what I started doing, buying things myself. I bought what I needed to try to just dibble and dab. And it turned into, when I say an empire, you wouldn't believe. But it's good money, but it's definitely hard work. There have been times where I take on a large order, overload myself with multiple orders, and deadlines give me anxiety due to having a personalized item business, because I overload myself, and then I have found myself on so many different occasions working throughout the night and having to get up to go to work the next morning. I'll get off work the previous day, start working, work all through the night, never get in an ounce of sleep, work all through the night, sitting up working, and then when it's time to get ready for work, having to stop and get ready for work, coming home from work, trying to hurry up just to beat a deadline. So when I tell y'all that we are super busy over here, I promise you, we take advantage of the 24 hours in a day. There aren't even enough hours in the day to do everything that we have to do, but we manage, okay? So let me introduce you all to our seasonings. And so we have 20 products. We have Zesty Lemon, Italian Blend, Ranch, Hot Wing Dust, Rotisserie Chicken, Blackened, Just Jerkin, Paradise, which is like a tropical blend, the All-Purpose, Garlic Medley, Smoked Rib Rub, Barbecue, the crack that y'all have been hearing about. It's like a 3-in-1. It's a dry seasoning, then you can turn it into a rub, and then it's also like you can use it for a butter sauce. We have the garlic honey butter. You can use it for a glaze or for a butter sauce. Then we have the chow chow, which is my dad's. We have the hot sauce. It's called Fire Starter. We have the spicy fish fry. We have Creole. We have the wine forehead kisses, and now we have a new one, the steak seasoning. So, you know, we are always busy over here. We're always trying to reinvent ourselves, always trying to push out more products. And before I give or send products to anybody, I'm going to make sure, before I bottle up a seasoning, I'm going to make sure that that seasoning appeals to me first, because if it does not taste good to me, why would I push it on somebody else, right? So we are booked and busy, and since we're highlighting small black businesses, I just thought I had to throw us in there. We have 20 blends, and it's called Tangie's Blend Soulfood Seasoning. And you can find us over there on Facebook. I'll leave the link, or one of our mods can drop the link down below. And I just want to thank Big Belly Bob and Miss Shan for this opportunity again, for inviting us to the One Big Happy Family collab. One thing I do want to say before I end this video is that, you know, it's okay to uplift the next person in your real life or on YouTube. It's okay to uplift the next person, because one thing I have learned, God is not going to give you something he intended for me. So it does not matter how many times I share your video with my platform. It does not matter how many times I give you a shout out. I want you to do good. I want you to be great. And it's no competition, because what God has for me, he is going to make sure that Tangie gets it. He's not going to give my blessing to you. What he has for you, you will get it. What he has for me, it's for me, and nobody can change that. So don't be afraid to, you know, reach out and pull somebody up, because nobody can take what God has for you. So let's just wrap our mind around that this weekend, okay? So follow the hashtag OBHF, and you don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.